Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and today I am sharing my Tag Tuesday, which you can see is going to involve a little bit of ink. This is a collaboration that's hosted by lovely Shirley over at Handmade by Shirley, and each week Shirley gives us a prompt where we could make a tag based on that prompt, and this week it is diamond shapes. So if you would like to see how I create this rather lively tag, then please keep watching. Okay, so the theme for this week's Tag Tuesday is diamond shapes, and what that sprung to mind was this kind of effect. So I've got a stamp and I've got this little stencil which came in this packet. So I bought this in South Africa last summer, so nearly a year ago, first time out the packet, because I love this sort of effect. I always think it's like a Pierrot clown. So the other thing it made me think of was, and this is your warning if you don't like clowns, but I have got all these clowns. So Shirley, whose challenge this is, I won her giveaway for, was that for April? And she sent me this little packet of ephemera. Who is it? What is it? It's called La Blanche, 48 decorative elements. And it's sort of circusy kind of people. There's the ringmaster, and there's acrobats, and there's some clowns. And some of them are quite creepy looking. I think this guy is particularly creepy. But this is the sort of clown. I don't know why I think of that pattern. Look at this guy. I mean, I kind of like him. He's taking his hat off, I think, or either that or it's a traffic cone, and his hair is sticking up. Or there's this dude who looks quite cute, actually. This is another sort of Pierrot-looking one. Or this one he's quite scary. Yeah. So I've got all those clowns, and I want to make a kind of inky background. And I think I might go in with the stencil rather than the stamp. So I'm going to tape it down. I've got a bit of, I discovered that the tape I use for my what do you call it? Like die cutting, it's too low tack, it doesn't actually do anything. So I'll just use that, and I've got this structure paste, which is Artline. I think I got it on eBay, and I wondered if I might try and heat emboss it. So I've got this black. I was going to try and use a black tag, but the only black cardstock I've got is like very lightweight, and I don't think it's going to work with sprays and structure paste and things. So I thought maybe if I emboss in black, and then I could see how that goes. This is quite what's that called where people do videos with the sounds? ASMR? I don't think I'm gonna, will I do the whole thing? Maybe I will. It's quite grainy, this structure paste, but okay. It's okay. So is on there. So I am going to go wash my palette knife and my stencil and then come back when it's dry. Oh no, I don't want it to be dry, do I? Oh, I want to heat emboss it. Okay. So I'm going to just messy. Okay, I'm going to take the stencil and go and wash that, and then I'll come and do the heat embossing. Okay, so I've just picked it up off the messy sheet that's got some of the structure paste, and I'm going to go for this. Okay, so I'm gonna stuck rid of this. And then I think I might just pause you and heat emboss it with the sound off, because I think it's going to take a little while. So you're going to think, so you don't think that something's happened. It's just I've taken off the sound. Okay. Okay, so that actually wasn't too time consuming. I just kind of waited until it had bubbled a bit. It's quite a cool effect. Now I want to spray it with some colour that's going to stand out against that black. But maybe I need to decide which. I mean, this guy's quite cool with his sticky up here. I quite like this guy. I think I'm going to go with him. I'm going to put them all away though. Put those up there. Put this guy so I can see him, but you can't probably. Just so that I pick colours that aren't going to be too crazy. I think I might go. So he is sort of red and yellow. I quite fancy using a bit of the micas, but I think of Circus as being quite primary colours. Maybe I'll do a bit. What have I got here? Got some yellow, and that blue is quite vivid, really. Okay, so I've got the Twisted Citron, the Mermaid Lagoon, the Mustard Seed, and I've got a bit of this Distress Spritz Mode Loan, which would add a bit of shimmer. Do we think that's... I mean, you can't tell me because you're not here. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Right, I'm going to start with this mustard seed, and then I might do a bit of Mermaid Lagoon, and then in between I quite like all that together. Now will I do a wee bit of water just to, I feel like I always do a wee bit more. Okay. Oh, and I'll throw that water all over the floor, that's good. Just as well it's in a container. So I quite like that colour. I think I want to let that dry naturally and not lose that sort of intensity. Is that going to look... Yeah, you can see the cloud against that. Right, I will pause you. Okay, I've let it dry quite a bit, but I did blot it a little bit. This is mostly from the mat, so anyway, I thought I might go in and do a little bit of this spritz mowed lawn, just while it's still wet, so I'll do that. So that's got mica in it, but it's not as much as the mica, the Distress mica sprays, mica stains rather, but it does add a bit of shimmer to it. So I'll let it pause again and do its thing. Okay, so I'm going to put my Greasy Clown on there, and then I thought if any tag warranted a sort of snarky sentiment, then this is the tag. I've got these stamps, which I've only used this feathery one, but I wondered if there was anything. Nah, I don't think there. But there is this one, not my circus, not my monkeys fly. But it's just sort of circusy, but maybe not clowny. I don't know. I quite like this. I admit that my weirdness is above the national average, but I'm comfortable with that. That feels quite me. I think my weirdness might be above the national average. So, can I... Ooh. Now, my whole punchy thing is not there, which means it might be in this pile, which if I go looking for it is going to be an avalanche of disaster. So I might just have to draw where the hole is, if you can imagine it. Somewhere like that. Okay. So I think I might put a wee bit of tape on this fella, because I don't know how effective. Oh, that was a little gift there. Yeah, I don't know how good my glue will be on the heat embossed paste. Jeez, this is fiddly, isn't it? That's right, pokey tool. I know a lot of people are, or some people have a real thing against clowns. But these, I think these are quite quirky looking. Okay, let me pop you there, sir. And now. Now I know it's these are apparently sticky, but stickiness is not really that great. The only thing about using this one is it might be a bit tricky to cut into. Okay, let me just see if I can. Actually, not bad. How about something like that? I think that could work. Right, I might just try peeling it off and putting a wee bit of glue on the back, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, it should stick to the non-raised bits fine. Okay. I'll admit that my wait a minute. I don't think I peeled it off. Oh no! Helps if you put glue on the bit that's actually going to be. Okay. So yes, I can't wait to see what everybody else is doing for this prompt. I had fallen way back on watching people's videos last week, and so I had a bit of time on Sunday and I did some catching up, so I think I've probably missed some, but does anybody do this? Once you miss one, then you feel bad watching. I feel like I have to go back, and sometimes you think, no, just start with the most recent, watch a few from that person, and then that's the plan anyway. Right. Oh, peel it off first. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay. Oops. So this is my tag. Once I find my hole puncher, then I will make the punch and punch the hole. But there we go. So this is for diamond shapes. So the background obviously has got lots of diamond shapes, and I've got this very quirky clown, and it says, I admit that my weirdness is above the national average, but I'm comfortable with that. So I hope that you like it and that the clowns didn't put you off. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll be back very soon with another crafty video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.